Cannonball!
Suddenfall here with a guide for the Magic Circle Gold Edition. So you can hold A to skip the cutscene right here. Then you can walk forward and open the door with A. I do know a trick to skip this part, but it was, how do you say, I couldn't get it to work every time, so we have to unfortunately watch this cutscene.
A new playtester? Well, let me save you some time. Today, I push the buttons.
Ish, we are not changing this part again.
20 years, Maze. 20 years I've wasted writing about the almighty player. But who is the player anyway? They're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Genocide. They demand a world full of deep, compelling characters, yet at any time, they reserve the right to turn said people into piles of gently glowing ash. Oh, what possible story could survive these conditions?
It's a murder mystery now? Everyone's dead. Who could do such a thing? Oh yeah, me.
Look! Look at our hero. A lonely mute who can't even lower their killing hand. Matricide is just how they say hi.
Your story needs Mom to live, so I have to cut all weapons out of the game? Negative. Fire me.
Never.
Sorry, bro. Long story. No choice.
So after this cutscene we can continue moving forward. We'll want to turn right here and ignore the giant and just keep walking forward. If you were to follow the left, there is actually a collectible, but it's not needed, so that's why I didn't go that way. There's only one that I collect during this guide. It's not needed by just habit. So when you interact with these, they're just going to spawn the key for you. You need to pick up the key with RB, and then throw the key, sorry, LB, and throw the key with RB. As long as it gets close to it, it'll land in.
And virtue your shield. Now go, hero. Take back the circle.
Collect the changelog. Those are collectibles we need to collect. And then we want to get the next key. And then the last key. Now we just want to follow this pathway.
I am Alva Nadir. Then we release the Hellhounds. Oh, wait, but we just cut combat, so,
We? Oh no. I'm deleting the endgame bridge so the team knows we're blocked by your decision. I want to ship this thing. That's the contract I signed. You stole 10 years of my life.
We don't own you, just the rights to your celebrity name and face. And if you quit, I use it like so. My real name is Maze Evelyn. Once I was a hotshot pro gamer, but now I teach yoga. I'm also legally married to a crystal formation.
You're holding my brand hostage? Okay-ish. Okay. I'll stay on until the demo, but wait till I tell you my new idea for the endgame.
Threats don't sink in anymore, Maze. Try reading some of my fan mail. Now I need to review the final cinematic. Alone. Thank you.
Alright, now that they're gone and this is activated, stand near this star. The fire can't hurt us. See? We're fireproof. But he can hurt us.
Yeah. I designed
We're not
that
fireproof
fight
to
be
that.
hard, not unwinnable. But with no weapons, it
Now I
might
can go
as well be
across the
a-
bridge.
Ugh, cutscene. Thanks, Ish. But there's a bug I haven't fixed. Your body was erased, but it hangs around, taking up memory. You can still move if you want to finish testing.
So we've been deleted, but we can still move and stuff, so that's why we can cross that bridge. This ghosted state doesn't count when we're walking around during this part, but at least it teaches you about it. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I'm going to turn around just to show you how cool it looks.
Something like...
We can skip this cutscene.
Let me guess.
And we'll get our first achievement. Finish the game.
You're thinking,
More like finish the game.
did I miss the punchline? You're right, boss. This world is a joke. I need you to finish it.
So you want pro mode? That's the real game. And now we can control ourselves. So I turn around to move backwards to show you this, because this is kind of cool. You've got to move into that.
The gods of this world don't know you, boss, but they're scared of what you might do. They have to treat you like some reptile with a credit card who can't stay awake without watching something die. But we both know you can quit this world at any time. I can't. I'm trapped here, and I need your help. Hope that's enough. Welcome back. By now, you can see that the gods will never finish.
See right across here is another collectible. We can zoom in by clicking the right stick in.
To fix it, we gotta start by breaking you.
We'll have to come back to this area in a second.
When the gods screw up in the act of creation, that life ends up in the cracks.
But first we gotta move on
This
a little
is
bit
one
into the
such
game,
crack.
otherwise one of the collectibles doesn't appear. There's no point just getting 3 out of 4, you know? Better see a doctor about that. So you want to climb up on the tree. It's very finicky. And then climb up on the rock to collect the collectible.
Before the gods made the world,
Then hit RT and pull yourself into a portal.
that. Just a big circle of nothing. The trick is to stare into it and see anything else. Now, when you make your own circle, it's like ripping a black hole in theirs. Trap something inside, and it ain't never the same again.
Change show deleted content to on
Now,
by looking at it and pushing A.
looks kind of ghostified. It means the gods unmade it. It takes life to bring it back.
We have to interact with every thing, and we have to remake everything that's been deleted.
Your new job is to convince
So we got another
Amanda
cutscene
we
here.
should build our big gameplay demo. First, convince me.
I'm nervous. Your work is sort of the great love of my life. But speaking of Starfather, See this rando down here? Pretend this is Ish. Do I score any points with you if I just...
Hey! No! 0 points. First up, that was a live playtester. You just changed the world for everyone.
Say that again.
And second, that love crap? Clumsy. Button up your blouse. I don't need to see your soul, okay? That tester heard you. Hold up. This bridge was cut. And this zone isn't even ready for playtest. Who or what was that? I need intel.
Same time tomorrow?
See, boss? With them around, fixing this world ain't an option. I call them sky bastards. But they ain't got the know-how to close the cracks. So now your life is gonna flow right back in there. And then, payback.
So we have to use LT to reclaim our life.
Now,
I love the fact he
God's
calls them
biggest
sky
weakness is
bastards.
the past. If we dig up something shameful enough, they'll crowd around it, pointing fingers, guaranteed. Then we jump out and ghost the sky bastard.
There's another collectible
Maybe
here.
even get inside it. And then, well, the gods claim that they hold up the sky. But I say, knock it down. Don't you want to see what's behind it?
So you need to use RT to trap,
Good, you found a way
and then
to
X to
suck
edit.
that monster's head. Like all the gods' ideas, he's only half a joke. All punchline, no setup. Think you can finish it? You can't
So
use a
take
creature's
away
powers
ground by
yourself,
clicking
but
A.
you can stitch them on to anything else. Mix and match body parts to get the job done. Yeah.
And go
Pulling
nothing.
off his legs will work as long as you don't go near him. Yanking out his
Take
teeth,
away eye
huh?
attack with melee, and then
Congrats.
enemies are
You're
nothing.
equally impotent. See? Trap it with the circle. Rewrite the rules.
Now
it
he'll be
lives
harmless.
by.
So we got a mushroom in here. We've got to edit everything, by the way. So edit this mushroom.
See,
So they've got no abilities. You can change their names if you want. They've got an ally, which is wizards. You can change that if you want. But what I do is I change everything to be picked up, but this in particular, because if you pick up this mushroom with RB, you can then walk over and through the cave and use it as a sort of a light, because we do have to go through this cave because there is a rock in this cave that we can edit, and rocks are our best friend. We want them. So take the fireproof from the rock and add it as your ally, so put the hero, and then we can unedit it, and now we can make our way out of this cave again using the light from the mushroom, because there is no other light source. It can get a bit confusing. Once you see the exit, you're good to go. We can put down the mushroom now. That's a new... That's a new way to take shrooms, I'll say that for sure. But you want to pick up this changelog? And then fall down off the map and we'll respawn here. And we can go back through this cave and take the bridge that we took. Remember how I said there was about 4-ish things we wanted to get? Well, they will appear now. All we had to do was make our first edit to a monster. So we want to remake this bridge here. And then if you time it just right, you can actually fall off here And you can jump back up and fill this in.
Exactly what to do next. Not me. I want you.
Then we can go back up.
Righteous doubt. Call BS on everything. Even me.
And up here is a deleted cave we can fill in.
On what is and what ain't.
And also head into.
But there's always a place between. And if you got the will, you can live there. When they erase something, it hangs around. as
Fill in
a
the head again.
realize they screwed up.
And then this appears. Take it. This will increase our max life.
Move around. But you're that something between. That's what you look like, boss. The gods' plan was there'd be more than one of
Then
you
just down here to your left, near the tree, is another head to fill in.
again.
So fill that in as you're walking past. And that's everything
Stillborn.
in this area.
Maybe crack it open, see what happens. Most creatures in the world know where their home is. You get yourself killed, they'll go back there. But anything without a home comes here to 000. Like you, for example. So the gods wrote that into the story. Legend has it, this tree bears impossible fruit. Huh.
So now we want to go back up to where we fell down earlier and collected that intel instead of falling down. We want to turn to our right here. And we can fill in Ish's head. And then interact with this. And hit A and A. And then B. And see, it'll disappear. There'll be more objects like that, so you got to keep an eye out for them. Although I'm going to be pointing them all out and doing them all because we need to. I just wanted to used to be aware of it. So right here, we want to climb up here. And then to our right is another head we can fill in.
Right now you got outside eyes. Nothing
And we
here
can jump
seems
down.
real. That's good. See, the gods of this place mean
We want to get over
kill
there.
that disbelief.
It's a little bit tricky though.
To keep it alive. Mouth to filthy mouth.
See, it wouldn't let me jump then. So we'll try again. You can't enter from this side, so make sure it's this side. Jump up with Y, and then jump onto the statue. Then jump to the sides, and here it sort of tries to push you off, but keep fighting it. Making your way across to this little gap here. And finally, once you get in, we can head up here and fill this head in.
Naughty. You're not even supposed to be here yet, boss. That's a damn good sign.
And we can collect this intel. Now over here I wanted to show them before it's loaded in, because they're not loaded in yet. These are commentary logs, so this is a different icon altogether. As you can see right here, we will be collecting those as well. Those appear when we finally fill in the space station, which I'm going to avoid for a little bit.
Ladies?
So we want to fall down, and on our left here
The intern
is another head we can fill in.
practicing. I was reminding her that any color scheme must be approved by you.
Coda can use any color she
We can
wants.
take the life out of
In
that,
fact, Coda, come with me.
and then head
Bring your
left.
opinions.
I'm honored, my lord.
Fill in this head,
Okay, I like that, but
and
you don't
then
ever
keep
do
going this way,
Now,
and you'll see
you
a
might
mushroom
wonder
soon.
why you are doing all the dirty jobs. Part of the reason
We
is
can
I'm
edit the
in a
mushroom.
jail of sorts and had to learn to work this
Like I said,
world
just
in
change. I picked it up
less
to true.
direct ways. But mainly it's 'cause
Then you
I'm
can
lazy.
jump through here.
Feels good, you know.
Was it
admitting
here? I swear it's there.
I guess you were supposed to live out a fairy tale born to end some war when your sword got big enough. But the gods would have had to
Yeah, I thought so. We
agree
can
on
fit
all
through
your
there.
powers,
It just wasn't
so
letting me.
You get none. Look around.
So we want to fill in this head.
Every
Sort of head.
creature here was abandoned by the gods. Let them be your fists, your fangs.
And now we can go back through the trees, through the way we came, which was here.
Boss, I friggin' hope so. That's how it all starts.
Cross these roots here, and there's another head. And if you notice, while he's talking, it's glowing, even though it's not turned on, and it's glowing now. That's because it's designed so that they all talk at the same time. You've probably noticed that. Thought it was quite interesting. So we got a shroom down here we gotta edit.
And complete an arc.
Maze, can we talk about...
But that's a
A and then B.
As evidence, I submit the gods
Edit this.
themselves.
Howler.
Watch 'em
Take his legs, his
see.
attack,
People don't arc.
and change him being angry at us. And if you want, don't forget to make sure he can be picked up. Since you have to edit every creature, it's handy if you know you did it by knowing if you can pick it up. Again, take everything from the howler, change it to true,
Maze?
and get this mushroom. A and then B.
Okay, boss.
Fill in the head here.
I
Collect the thing that appeared.
this area.
Then jump up here.
Forgot what I was
Then
gonna
jump
say.
across. Collect this changelog. And we would be done with this area, but we have to come back because unfortunately right here we cannot climb this. And the only way to get into the tower is by flying, so we have to come back later for something that I know that's in here. So anyway, we want to go this way. Which is down here. And through this little cavern system. And we want to interact with this wheel.
Ooh, yeah. That stupid cinematic is glitched again.
Can't skip any of this, we just have to wait till it's done.
Hard quit. Tell you what, though. As a gesture of good faith, I'll just break you out of story jail. There. Now imagine being stuck in that cutscene for 10 actual years. That's my life here. When my gameplay's too rough for his story bible, Ish tears the controls right out of my hands. But I think you can help me get fired.
We gotta wait for her to stop talking.
Good. This game is broken, right? So exploit it. Abuse it. Make it chase you on a leash. I'll be watching.
Fill in the cave and then turn around and the rock will now appear. Edit the rock. A and then B. And then we can head into the cave, edit the mushroom so it can be picked up. Then we can fall down. Fill in the space station. And then you can summon with LT-RT, see how we pulled out the rock. Thankfully that doesn't take any life to summon. Really good feature. So now we're heading into a space station. You want to hit A on the door switch.
This is my world.
There'll be another door switch here. And this is the guy that was been talking to us. When I had left.
Figured they could handle more than one hero.
And there's a corpse here. Want to edit the corpse so it can be picked up. It again has no abilities or anything, nothing to take.
Maybe.
It's only use as being picked up or us adding things to it later, which I don't plan to. Place it here. That'll activate switch 1. And now we can open this door. On our right's an electric field, which we can't interact with just yet. We actually have to come back for that. There's another corpse here we need to edit. Once we've done that, we just have to follow this. There'll be a rat and another corpse. The cyber rat we do actually want to make our friend. It's handy for this game. But we want to take... Put him to true. We don't want to take away his legs this time. Only because we need him to follow us. Change the corpse to picked up.
If the gods ever finished my story,
To the left here is a thing we can grab.
here, but the hibernation
And then
pod
push
is
B.
sealed. I can't open it from going on.
And then here we can
20
push RT
years I've been
to edit
stuck in
this.
here waiting
And we
for
have to listen to him
gods.
talk.
When I got bored, I reached out into the system to learn the ropes and to look for someone like you. This arm implant was meant for my world, but it should help you boss your pets around. Find a way to take my arms with you. I'll come along for the ride.
So we want to change that to female. And that way we can take the arms, because they never modeled a female. But they modeled the arms. Now we can create waypoints with RT and remove them with LT.
Off from inside your head.
This will be handy in a minute. Right here we've got the rat following us, as if you can just see it there.
Scanner at the elevator. It wants a second hero, but my guess is anyone
So we can go back to the elevator now. We can, once we get the rat close enough, because it's a little bit finicky, I would suggest placing one here. And then another waypoint on where we want him to actually go.
I knew it.
Now we can interact with the
Too
elevator.
lazy to make that scanner look for something specific. I had this
If you notice, he
little
talks on our
weird
hand, which is kind of
fix
cool.
despite the
Nice little
gods.
detail.
Then they scrap the whole damn thing and start over with the magic frickin' kingdom up there. Now I know. They ain't never gonna finish. It's a big loop. And you and me?
Right, here's another cyber rat, so edit that. We don't need to befriend this one, so we can take its legs. Over here is something we need to befriend, and I gotta try and race it before it disappears. The doorbot. Now that we've stunned him inside here, we may as well get this. Our first commentary.
10 years.
Now with the doorbot, we want to be picked up to true, and we want to make him our friend.
It's hitting beta.
Now you want to pick
We're
him
down
up.
to minor fixes. So as project director, the most valuable thing I can do now
We want to take
is
him with us
record
back down the elevator.
creator commentary. But first, scotch. Indulge me in a toast to the team. The sad tale of the space station Limina and its fateful encounter with the Circle is all of our baby. Here's to you.
So that electric thing we can now walk through. So use RT to edit this, A and A, and then B. And then over here is commentary.
So
And that's all
original
that's in
text
here,
adventure
so now
only
we can
briefly
leave.
touched on the distant future at the end. Back then I just wrote whatever I wanted you to imagine. And were shocked when you paid me so well. So I may have surprised you to begin on a space station. And I recognize that compared to the original, this time your hero was a little more anti. Anyway, for all his faults, I hope the pro found a way under your skin.
So we want to go up the elevator again. I know we just went down it, but we only wanted that one thing. And on our right here, I left it because I wanted to focus on getting those collectibles. But we have one last person to edit, which is the corpse in this area. Not done with editing for a long time, but for this area we are for now. And let go of the bot now, take some life, and then we can go downhill.
Fans deserve to see the
There's a
truth.
changelog here.
Someone brought the old sci-fi Wi-Fi version back, and now we know. It was finished and you both canceled it.
Ish cut multiplayer. I didn't want my name.
So we want to head down to.
That was years ago.
We want to head down to the bottom here, and we're going to have our longest section. There's 17, I think it is, 17 hivers, and I'm going to do it the slow method because it's easier in my opinion, because they come to you and you know how many you've done and you can keep count. But this is a hiver, and when they see you, they come after you. But if we go far enough away, we can then deactivate them from the hive mind and edit them. Ignore the fact that it's killing my bot and rat.
We are your only way out now. After this is done, we have a new demo plan for you. Till then, stay in your room.
Don't fill in the things here. They get in your way otherwise.
You brought back my world and drew the bastard in, boss. But it's using cheats. So those
They'll turn yellow when you can edit them instead of being red. Red's locked.
now you need a plan to deal with all three.
So pick him up
Sure, you ain't got the parts you need.
and throw him.
Could take a while.
And that's what we'll be doing. I normally would cut this out, but there's a lot of hivers and I want to show you you can do more than 2. I do a couple of times get a lot of them, but it's dangerous because with the hivers the life bar at the bottom is also your health bar, and so they can take that pretty quickly. You can stun a hiver, only one, so that you can wait for the other one to catch up a little bit, so that it doesn't wander off. You can also do that if it's getting too close and you don't want it to hurt you. You want to try and avoid going into the fill zone like I did. It's really hard to edit them, but what you do to edit them is aim at the bottom and they'll go in the circle. See how I can't edit him here, but if I aim at the bottom of the circle, it'll let me edit him. And then I can change it to true to picked up. I cannot, unfortunately, pick him up while it's in that, and it bugs me greatly. So we just have to leave him, but it is what it is. And over here, some of them will end near the rocks. These also I wouldn't recommend moving because the zone for them to be activated and deactivated is very close. And so if we pick them up, we could pull them into a zone where they activate and then they could attack us. There's also a Jugadillo, I think it is. You want to take his feet by taking the ground, and you want to turn him to true for picked up. If he's near you, don't go after him otherwise, because you'll spot him, because we've got to walk this whole entire area anyway. So you'll spot him sooner or later. So we want to get some more hivers. I really recommend 2 at a time. It seems to be more manageable. But the choice is yours. Again, aim at the bottom. I'm just going to see where he's going first. See how the zone, if I picked up that other one, he would be in it. Because that guy, he was fine to walk past that section. So you want to aim at the bottom again. And then you want to aim at the circle so that we can edit it. And if you get the right one, it'll say that it's not true to pick up, and just change it to true. I like to use true because then you remember, because most objects can't be picked up. So if it can be picked up, you know you've edited it to be picked up. And considering there's so many hivers we have to edit, it's a good method in my opinion.
Stuff is completely irrelevant to the demo.
It wasn't me, sir, truly. Just some kind of glitch. With great dramatic timing.
I see. Wow. How old is this stuff? God. Years. I'll be 61 in the fall, kinda. No family. For better or worse, this is what they'll remember me by.
Yes, exactly. On that demo stage, you have to make yourself believe. Again.
Long ago, I proposed
Pick him
a
up.
system to generate unique
Throw
offspring
him. Edit this one.
player behavior.
Pick him
You
up.
teach them like
Throw
real
him.
children. The tech
I picked
teams
this spot
know.
to walk backwards
This is
to
your baby.
because the
Tech will have to take the fake
life
technology as a challenge.
You know,
section is there, so
Yes,
if you
Daddy.
get damaged or need
saying
more,
this aloud,
you can just
I
turn
couldn't
around and
demo
get
me
it.
about anything else. That crowd has to see a child born into our world and love it as I do. To fear for its future as I do. What was it I
Here we
said at
go,
the end
this
of
is one of
the
my big
original
lots
text
that I decided to
adventure?
do, just to speed it up for you guys.
Understand our legacy.
It is too late to change it.
And when they wander off like this, you want to see where they went. As you can see, they went over that way. So we can edit this guy. Edit this guy. And edit this guy. I would recommend moving both of these further in, like so. Over here should be fine. Just to keep them out of the reactivation area.
Alright, let's do it again.
See, I only got one, so I'm stunning him so I can get another. And I got more of them. I bargained for, but it's fine. Like I said, this can be dangerous. So it's a your call kind of decision. I got 6 right here. As you can see, they can take away my life pretty quickly. But this is why I picked this area here, because I can get more life. So we can edit all these to be picked up and thrown. I recommend doing it one at a time, so that way you can keep track, like I'm doing. None went over this way, good. I think that's all the ones that are above ground. I say this because there is one that's below ground. He doesn't wander below ground, he doesn't, or anything like that, he actually is below ground. We have to go below ground to get him. At least it's only one, right? Yep, that's all of the ones that are above ground. So to get the one that I'm talking about, just making sure. Yep. We have to head this way, and you'll see the little entrance on your left, right here. We can go down these stairs. Don't go all the way down the stairs, just to get him to spot you. See, he's right there. He takes a little bit to get up the stairs. But now we can head back to deactivate him. And that's the last hiver. Same deal as the other two on the edge, but him I could actually edit inside the fill zone, so that was cool. And I can pick him up. So I'll throw him away. And that's all the hivers. Still annoyed I can't pick these two up and move them away. But it's fine. It's just a me thing. So now that we've done all the hivers, we can head into the sewers. Yep, you heard me right, the sewers. There'll be a monster in this right sewer. The Howler. And what we can do is we can wait till he comes out. So that way when you're out in the open here, you'll be able to spot him every time and know that you've edited him. We want to take away his feet with, or his teeth with melee and his feet with ground. There'll be a mushroom to edit up here.
What are these on your wall?
A and then B, and then we get to add to our rock collection. You want to add my allies are the hero, so that way the rocks in our collection now. Rocks are very handy in this game, and you'll see why soon. Wanted to go down this way to the mushroom and edit the mushroom so that it can be picked up.
Like Starfather and his entourage, whispering in a tight little circle, and me standing at remove and shouting, "You ain't so hot! From here I can see all your asses!" It's scheming to make it all fall apart. But if the oddball wins, hell, they become the new normal. No thanks.
You want to edit this rock?
Well, boss,
A and then
I
B.
choose you.
Then we've got the audio changelog here. Sorry, not audio. Then on our left is another thing we can edit, the flamer. Don't want him aggressive to us. And then just change it to true. On our left here is another thing we can interact with. This will increase our life bar. And that's everything for the downstairs, so we can return back upstairs. You remember this is where we entered the first time. So if we head down this way, you may have spotted it, there's a rock we can edit right here. A and then B. Now here you want to be careful, there's a tunnel hole that you can fall down, as you can see right there. I'll turn around in a minute and show you it properly. Once I get up here. Right there. You don't want to fall down that because it'll take you back down to the sewer. But if we go this way and right, there'll be another rock we can edit. A and then B. And then we can take back our life force. Jump over this bridge and head down. That's all that we can do for this area for now. We will be back to that area later. I just wanted to get rid of the hivers early because they're a nuisance. We'll be going to another area, but it's not. We won't be fully going to that area. We're just going there to collect some rocks. Like I said, rocks are very handy, and you'll see why soon. So we want to summon our buddies, which are the two rocks. You want to edit the rock so it's fireproof. My special abilities are fireproof. And then I move by ground. And you can stand on the rock, get out your little device, and make markers across the lava. Then we can get off the rock, take away its legs. You can leave the fireproof on or not if you want, but I'm going to take it off for now. And then we can fill in these 3 rocks. We can't make anything because we got no lives. Behind us right here is more life, thankfully. So you want to edit these 3 rocks. For this instance, I wouldn't normally recommend it, but I recommend taking away their fire ability just so you can know which one you've edited and then move them away. We'll be adding the fireproofing back, we're just not worried about it at the moment. Remember to change it to your ally. And this one, as you can see, is why I said this. He's been a bit tricky, so what I recommend is picking him up, then placing him in it. And that allowed me to edit him. And so that's all 3 edited, which is what we wanted. So now we got 3 more rocks in our group, and we can take that. That'll increase our life bar. See, this is what we could be filling in right now, but we don't want to just yet. We'll come back to that area. So edit one of the rocks. Give him the fireproof ability. And legs, which is ground. Then jump on him. And set some markers across. So that way we can go across the lava again. Take away his legs for now. And the fireproofing. Now we can head down to go and get a bad guy that we really want. And there's a little trick that I do to kill him early. And this is so we can get the best weapon in the game straight off the bat. So this is a Centennial. Once you discover him, you want to use LT and RT to pull up all our rock buddies, and then we want to edit our rock buddies. Be careful when editing, you'll see why in a minute, I'll explain. But you want to put ground, I attack with melee, and my enemies are the Centennial. So right here, you'll notice the mistake I made. I put me as the enemy by accident, and my rocks proceeded to kill that rock pretty quickly. I was a little bit confused and disoriented by that. But moving on, since I added him to be my friend again. You want to pick them up, and then you want to throw them so they're behind the Centennial. Once the Centennial is killed, you can edit it. We want the float ability, the repulsor, and we want the the enemy removed. Don't forget true for picked up. And then we can take the only rock I didn't edit, and we can put the float ability on him, pick him up, and then we can throw him, and then we can jump on him, and then we should be able to jump over to here.
Why don't I play God? I think maybe if you're gonna get into the creation racket, you can't overthink it. You just say, what if? And you change the world. After I quit trying to help the
Go up
gods,
here and
I
edit
used
this
what I knew
mushroom,
to pull pranks.
ANA and then B. And then we want to fill in this space station. Yay, we finally get to fill in a space station. Now, you might die doing this, and it's fine. Can't be helped. It's just... is what it is. So we need to get close enough so that it comes up with the Securitron discovered. I closed the door hoping that he wouldn't kill me, but he still killed me. It's fine though, just take the life.
Ends up in the cracks.
And we can pull everyone here. Fill in everyone that's dead.
The bigger it is,
Might need more
the
life.
more it'll cost.
Securitron is very strong.
Like the circle. Point is, boss, if it's
Alright, once everyone's filled in, we can start editing them. Change the enemy to the Securitron. Make sure not to do like I did that other time where I put it as me. Some of them, like the rat, don't even bother adding a weapon to it. As long as it can move by ground and its enemy is the Securitron, it will go after it. We're using them as, for lack of a better word, bodies. We want the Securitron to shoot them and not us. The bot is actually one of the faster, the door bot, and he's actually really good to verse the Securitron. You'll see when we verse him. So this guy here, we want him to be not edited. And there we go, I found one that still had Centennial. Pick him up, and before we go on, we need more life. So now when we open the door, we've got to wait till he detects one of our... There we go, and now we can go in. As you can see, the door bot bloody fast. And now we can edit the Securitron links to the door bot. So we want to change my enemies to nothing, and allies to the heroes. So now we've got a railgun. I would recommend making a save right here. So you, right here, make a save, because I actually had it crash not long after this and I had to do this twice. But you want to edit the corpse here. I accidentally filled it in, but it's fine. Edit him to be picked up. Edit this and go XX. AA, I should say, and then B.
Guys arguing over...
And there's a corpse, and it's hard to see. Right here. The railgun is the best gun in the game, so now you've got the best weapon in the game, so congratulations. I was carrying the rock that floats just as a backup, so if the doorbot had been killed by the Securitron, I would have thrown that down, so he went after him and not me.
Should have known you brought all this back. So what do you actually want? Maybe steal someone's account, then edit the world like we do? Be my guest. Just do it to that three-faced intern, Coda. She's holding a gun to my personal brains. But if you hijack the machine and lock out her controls,
And that's how powerful the railgun is.
Her plans will
Take the ability to fly. take his teeth and change his enemies to nothing. Also picked up True. On the left here, up this ramp, is a, and I know we haven't found any for a while, is a commentary. And now we've gotten everything in this area, so we can leave. You can even make the Securitron fly if you want, because we got that ability now.
In a universe danger close to heat death, okay? But the brave souls who volunteer to suit up and pass through the circle come back dead. But wearing this beatific grin. Classic. I mean, if you aren't tingly right now, you have no soul.
We needed one of the rocks to come with us for this next part. Edit this Centennial just to take the flight back for this section. I just wanted to show you could do it. Didn't have to. So we want to make this fly. And now we got our own personal delivery service. Securitron keeps heading over to the marker, god damn it. There we go, got rid of the marker. Alright, since the Securitron isn't attacking them, I recommend setting it to Flamer as its enemy. Now we just need to move close enough that it attacks it. And as you can see, it one-shots everything. So we can edit each of these flamers. You want to take away the hero from their enemy list. You want to take Fire Burst, and you want to move not too worried about the fireproofing ability. It's mainly the fire burst that you want. It's good to have a couple of fireproofing though, because when the other ones use the fire burst, they need the fireproof, otherwise they'll die. As you can see, there's another intel there. Edit their, edit that so that you take away the ground, and then we can summon everything. And we can add flight to a rock again. Be careful when doing it, because otherwise sometimes the AI will take the fastest path, and that's straight to your death. And theirs, annoyingly. Luckily you spawn here, so it's not that bad. So now we gotta resummon. And then refill the ally. So this time, I recommend just to be on the safe side. Pick somewhere a bit higher up, like so. And then you can just fly across. You want to edit the key so that it's our ally. That way we don't have to carry it around or anything. You want to click on the rock and edit the rock with A and A, and then B. Take away its ground ability. You want to go up here with the rock. Get the angle just right, and you can fly up here. And inside here is an object we can take, which will put our life increased. Then we can fall down into the left here. We want to climb these so we can get up here and edit this rock with A and A, and then B. And now we can summon again. We want the key, which is easy to spot. It's above everything else for me. Fill in the key. Then we can pick up the key, put the key in the door. Change it from being our ally because we don't need it anymore. Edit the rock. A and then B. Take the power up for the health. Edit the mushroom. Take his shield ally ability and also ground him. Remove him from our allies because we don't need to summon him. Edit the mushroom to true. Edit the next mushroom to true. And the preceding mushrooms to true. Over here, I'm not sure why this has color, because there's nothing you can do. And you can even go behind here, and yeah, it's not sure why, but just so you know, it's not another mushroom. So over here, we've got the flamer, and this is why I didn't change the Securitron, so he can take out all the flamers. And now we can edit these ones and take all their abilities. And also make them not our enemies. And with that, that's all the flamers done, and we can head back. We'll be going into the space shuttle soon. But first we get to add another rock to our collection. Yay! My ally is the hero. I can be picked up, true, just leave the rest. Don't need any life, so we can head inside. There's a commentary straight away.
We realized halfway through dev that we couldn't support a world this dense. We'd had a memory errors, terrain holes. I was despondent, certain we'd have to cancel. But then one morning, as if by actual magic, they were gone.
Another one here.
And look, I'm a highly public atheist, but damned if I didn't feel like something took pity on me. So here's
Felt like
to
there
you,
was something in here, but
whoever you are.
no, there's not. So that was 2 commentaries we just picked up.
Hi. I thought you recorded commentary when the game was, you know.
So we need a
done.
doorbot now.
I'm a newbie. I have work to do.
It's a
So
making of
you push
track
up
for
to
the
cycle.
special edition.
If you can't
Listeners,
spot
you're
it.
nerdy enough to have played our multiplayer text dungeon, so you were probably stabbed by the infamous Maze Evelyn here.
Woo! Happy to be here, man. Shout out to the Frag Hags, my old clan.
Yes, you ladies gate crashed my cooperative story experiment and killed, well, everyone. Why it started selling better as a sort of murder circus.
And now that I'm out of energy, I can't
Well, I hired you
edit it
Not everyone.
because I brought everything back
Sweet
to
me that I
life.
never managed to
So I have to
gank
quickly
you.
head back
I mean,
to
Starfather.
get
But
more
your
life.
avatar had that immortality flag? Cheater.
You're a god now, my dear. It's not cheating if you write the rules.
So now that we've headed all the way back, sorry about that. Summon again. I'll wait for him to turn it off like I did. And then push A and then B. And that's another stat upgrade. Now, there's nothing in this chair. No corpse or anything.
Now, boss, maybe you see a problem in your
And we can go
solution
left here.
don't seem clean enough.
Hit this button.
Maybe the gods wanted you to do something
And then we
else.
want the robot again.
Something perfect. Fuck that.
Fall down. And then on the
Chasing
left will be a
perfect is what
corpse.
got
Edit
me
him.
this mess. If your way does the job, it's more right than they'll ever be.
And we want to take away his melee ability, so we get it. Pick up the toolbot and then fall down the hole. Edit this guy.
Time was, I wanted to be one.
A and B, and then unedit. As you can see, there's no way out of this area. We could use the bot to fly up, but you got to deal with the electricity as well, so it's easier to open up your map with, I think it's right on the D-pad, it might be left, and fast travel back to the hangar. See, we're just outside now. So what you want to do is you want to get the rock that can fly, once I can spot him. Jump on him and go up to the second highest part. Then we want to drop with RT and edit
What, you want to jump?
A and then B, and then we can take that back and we can fall down once we get rid of that. Yeah, we don't have to go this way, but I just want to show you something first. And I also want to mark someone on my enemy list. It's a pretty long ride up the elevator, but it's fine. So we want to head to the left here. This is the room I wanted to show you before we continue on. And as you can see, we'll need a test subject to put in there, and that's why we have the rat. And that's a capybara. And then there's an object there we need to collect. The capybara has been discovered, which is what I wanted and why we actually went up there. So now you can just jump down the elevator, no need to take it, and you can just push the button so that way when we come back eventually, we can take the elevator back up. I'm going to head through here, and there was an elevator we ignored. That's the one we want to take now. This one here. This will take us down. Hey look, the rat joined me. That thing is fast. Alright, so that's an elevator, so we want to head right first. I was trying to remember. So we want to interact with that to get our changelog, and then we're going to do something completely interesting here. We're going to die. Bear with me, because there's a thing right there. And we need to be dead in order to interact with it. So if we go down here, and if you don't jump, or you fail the jump, you'll fall down, but don't worry, you'll respawn like so. Now you want to jump and land on the edge of that, and then you can interact with the corpse. And we can just change it to be picked up. And we can also interact with the hatchworm. The hatchworm, we can take the ability Parasite, as well as his melee capability. We can change his enemy if we want, but I don't bother because we're never going to use him or whatever. He'll just stay out here in space. So anyway, we can drop down now and interact with this button before you get life. I was hoping that I could activate the elevator while I was in ghost form, but unfortunately I was not. As you can see here, it does not give you the option. So what you want to do is once you hit the button, you just want to grab some life and head to that elevator. Neat little glitch is if you have the ability we're about to get and you put one of your bad guys outside and then close the airlock, you can actually be outside without dying. It's a nice little glitch and explore a little bit. There's not much to see though, so I didn't want to show it or anything, but I thought it was kind of cool. So I thought it was worth a mention. So we have a commentary again here, and as you can see we're outside where we filled in that skull and did the first edit to the mushroom outside here.
It turned out I was in fact sterile. Yeah.
You want to pick up the rock with the flying ability.
Space is, in a word, universal. I could write about my empty nest, but in that same abyss, you'd see whatever you're afraid of.
And then we can send it this way because we've got a very difficult changelog to get. Probably the most difficult in this game. Wait till your robot moves over a little bit so that way you can get the angle and then send in that way. Your rock, not robot. I don't know why I said robot. Move it downwards a bit more so it matches in line with it. Then move this and use LT to stop. And then move again. So that way you can try and get the angle. And then LT to stop once you can see the ability to use it. And that'll get you the next changelog. And then you can just come back over to here. There's nothing else we can do here yet, so we want to fast travel. Fast travel to... where is it? The desert plain. And we'll get this howler that's hidden in a cave that I haven't bothered it with yet. him. Take his ground ability and his melee. Change him to true. And then edit the rock and take the
Okay,
AA
sir. While we're waiting.
and then B. So this is our exit. We're going to fill it in and I'll take you to the entrance. But this is where we'll be coming out of, and as you can see when we get out of here there'll be an audio log. You can't push any of the buttons or anything. This is just the exit part. The entrance part is across the lava pit. But before we go across the lava pit, we'll grab something else. You want to get onto your flying rock and get out your pointer. Remember to give him the fireproof ability since we're going near lava. And we want to work our way up the top of the volcano. Once we get to the top of the volcano, you'll see a change log. Now we just want to work our way down the volcano. Now we can take some life if we need it, and we can head inside. You'll have to edit the corpse here. And then we can head down.
Seeing all this again. Once you do
This is
one
the
entire
teleportation
world,
bay, as you can see.
the sin of it is past. It might just become habit.
So you want to edit this
That's who
telepad,
the gods are now.
make it
Today
movable,
stings a little, they box it, bury it.
Pick
By
it up,
tomorrow, it never
and
was.
bring it over here. So that way we go to the tracked array.
So
Pick up the
originally,
audio
tractor beams
commentary.
were to safely guide in the spacecraft of any player not currently employing the Pro. But then our design engineer Maze here pointed out that you guys would have expected playable vehicles.
I told him it's about precedent. It makes
Looking
no sense
for
to
the,
hoof it through miles of space station when you can jump in a shuttle and just hop from airlock to airlock. And from a multiplayer POV, think of the strategies
doorbot.
that shake out of having one of your buddies in an armed spacecraft just outside.
Yes. So, as I'm sure you players know by now, I have to write in that the shuttles only work for station personnel.
And actually, before we ship,
Take the tractor beam. Maybe
We
it's
still
true,
need to meet
and
on
we
what
just
to do
got
with
the
the
tractor
tractor
beam
bot.
ability.
I can schedule it. Super happy to keep advising you.
Yeah, no, I'll call you about that.
Over here, before we leave, here's another commentary hidden deep in this dark section of the level, right here.
So, now I'm hoping, praying, I guess, that my ideas outlive me. So at the end, when you met Starfather inside the circle, that's what I was trying to convey. That I was reaching out to you. Passing on part of myself.
God, but that's bullshit.
Take the teleportability away from this thing and also edit it to true.
Isn't it?
Because we want the teleportability. Put the teleportability on one of the rocks.
I mean, I don't know you at all.
And then jump on top of the
This is
rock.
mutual. It's fucking test tube. I'm sorry.
Move it over to
Guys, I'm sorry
here.
if I keep recording at night.
And then we
For
can
another
jump on the
single second in
telepad.
this false world, I might just end it.
If the flying guy gets in your way, just pick him up. Edit this telepad. Take the teleportability from it, because we're not coming back, and tell it can be picked up, so that way we know we edited it. Then we want to head up this elevator. Then we can take the audio log, and as you can see, this is the exit I showed you earlier.
Weird, it's because I'm on a laptop. Now, I'm joining these commentaries because, as of recent events, Mr. Gilder and Ms. Evelyn need a third party present at all times. But to be candid with you, I'm excited. Video games seem like such fun. Now, who wants to go first?
Fine. You nerds want some actual behind-the-scenes crap?
Listeners, it's not what you're thinking.
What? A sex thing? Please, I could shut that down in my sleep. Last week, this sad old man tried to adopt me, based on some truly choice assumptions that I will not further dignify.
You said your game clan was your real family. I didn't...
He called in HR, by the way. Nothing.
Take away the teleportability off the rock so it doesn't teleport you away like it did
I
me.
just got out of my chair and Starfather
Now I gotta
like a little
resummon.
girl.
Ms. Evelyn,
Jump on your flying rock, and we're going to take it to another collectible.
We do need to talk about your casual misogyny.
Cut. Gentlemen, I know tensions are high on the team right now, but you have to look me in the eye and promise not to put that in the game. No, look me in the eye and swear.
Collect the changelog that's hidden inside the eye of this skull. And then we can fall down. And we want to go back up this elevator that I showed you earlier. There he is, Cyberrat. Edit the Cyberrat so that its special ability and its enemy is the Capybara. Special ability is teleport. And we'll give it a melee ability. Just so that way it goes after it. Throw it in the hole. Open the door. Tell it to go in if it doesn't go in. And see, you should lock the door, because I didn't lock the door, because I didn't think I needed to. Ground the flying rock for now, since it's the only one around. Open this cell. And see, because I didn't close the thing, the rat went in there, which is really annoying. So I'll tell the rat to go over that way. And here we can edit the Capybara. Take the Mind Swap ability and The ground ability, also make it not your enemy. And don't forget to add true to picked up. I filled it in just so it would move so I could edit the corpse, and I forgot to edit the rat, and so the rat went for it. At least I can still edit the corpse, so it's all good. Change the corpse to true, and then we can edit him. Take away his ability to melee. And I'm also going to ground him because he's annoying me with constantly getting in my way. Edit A, B, and then you can collect that reward as well. And now we can jump on our Legolas rat. Edit the teleport ability out of the rock. Give it back its flying ability. And pull them all in so you can edit the rat as well. So that way you can take away the teleport ability and it doesn't annoy you or get in your way. And now that I've done that, I'll give it back its legs. So now we can keep heading forward to get another commentary.
Hello, everyone.
And we'll be exiting this area.
I'm afraid this commentary seems to have devolved into
should recognize this area, it's the start.
It's the end of the game. The hero is floating through the circle, meeting Starfather, their creator.
One of them is, say it with me, multiplayer. We also have a crouch animation. You're going to see it in screenshots, videos.
Then cut the crouch feature. I will not allow my hero to teabag God. Maybe even teabag in a spacesuit. It makes no sense.
Skip it, Ish. You have a problem with player expression.
What expression? It's urinal graffiti. No, multiplayer is out.
My systems were designed like a dance.
So this is where you want to edit all the abilities and stuff and make them attack the whirlybirds. But when the Securitron went over with his railgun, all my effort of doing that was for nothing. So if you want to just attempt your luck at using the railgun, by all means. Saves you having to do all these edits.
Player is out, then I'm out too.
Maze? Maze? Maze?
Hello? Anyone? Guys, listen, as a mediator, I'm at a bit of a loss here. And I could get sued. For saying this, but I think the two of you need to get very drunk together. Tonight.
Excuse me, whirlybirds. Still need shots of you guys for evidence.
And just like that, the Securitron took them all out, and all my edits were for nothing. He even took out the Sky Bastard, and I didn't even know. Oh, damn. See, right here, I'm gonna go get the tractor beam. Which is this guy here. Thinking that I've got to pull in the Sky Bastard. But nope. I'm like, okay. Must be dead then. Yep, Sky Bastard is no more. So we can head to one area we haven't been yet, now that we took out the boss and the minions. And then we need to get a couple more collectibles, and then we can make a do a little trick so that our save uploads, so that way we can get both of the story related endings. Right here, 3, and I don't know why, but 3 of the hivers were back. And as you can see, when they're red, you can't edit them. That'll probably be the 3 that got caught in the object. I was trying not to get them caught in, so when I pulled the object, they got put back here. Filled the object, sorry. So this is the Queen's Hive. So you want to go to the Securitron. You don't need anyone else but the Securitron. Guy's a beast. And we want to put the Hiver Queen as his enemy. And we bring him in. And as you can see here, he missed 1 shot, but 2 shots and the Hiver Queen's no more. So edit the Hiver Queen so that the enemies aren't me. Take Groupthink. Take Melee. And take Ground. Considering it doesn't move at all, I don't know why it has a melee on it. So we want to pick up this.
Holy balls! You took out the Hiver Queen with no weapons? Shows a fine killer instinct. You remind me of me. I feel compelled to reward you somehow.
So you want to take a rock to get this next changelog.
Story. Huh.
Edit it so that the teleportability is on it. And
Tell you what,
pick it,
I'll pass on to you
pick it
the
up
only story that a game should ever
and throw it in the hole.
Back before
You'll know when it
time was a
can
thing,
go in because it'll get like a
there were these
pinkish
two cavemen.
part at the bottom. Then edit one of the rocks. Take away its feet so I can't stop you from jumping on top of it. And put the other teleport part on that one.
I'm just gonna pronoun at random. I call these two
And this will
Brag
teleport us
and
inside.
Brag. Newbies think I
So that way you can collect the changelog in here.
those names on my knuckles like a lifestyle, like I believe in both. But negative. No sir. See, Frag and Brag had their eyes on the same prize, okay? Wanted some time in the naked cave with the same mates. Try to get bombed on the same...
Edit the teleportability off the rock.
Same fermented applesauce. Everything. Fighting over it all had nearly killed them both.
Taking away all the legs of the rocks because they're getting in my way.
They had to pick a winner without the loser dying. At that very moment, the first game was born. And with it, mother effing civilization. Okay.
Take the teleportability away as well.
Now, in that contest, Frag came out on top, easily. She was faster, stronger, and smarter by a country mile. But Brag, now, he had an idea. He'd tell the tribe that he would have won.
I could have just
That
turned around
darn
316
sun
on that
wasn't
way,
in
but
his eyes.
there's too many things in my way, so I just figured it'd be easier just to walk
Pretty
around.
soon, Bragg realized he didn't have
We're
to
heading
compete
literally
at
back to where
all.
we are, but
He could go on
slightly
making up BS for the rest
to
of
the
his
left,
life.
because there's a tower
He
here,
told
and inside the
first
tower
story
is a
and ruined the first
another
game
rock.
with it. Took
We can
that
add to our rock
sacred
collection.
interplay of all human striving. And added
nothing
an
down here,
effing
as you can
cheat
see.
code. And that, children,
is why the parable of Frag and Brag is the only story that games will ever need. We write it on our knuckles, that it may serve as a warning.
I want to get out our little bouncy pad and we're going to be climbing this statue. A little pointer. And you want to just get the bot to start flying up, and then once he's high enough, remove the marker and place the next one. And you want to do this till we reach the top. We're about to get another achievement and also a collectible. Once you're on solid ground, you can grab the changelog. Then you want to follow me to the edge of this finger. And we can save it. Because you don't want to have to travel all the way up here if you make a mistake. You need to land on solid ground, and I recommend you land where I land because we're actually landing here for a purpose anyway, which is right on top of this tower. And that'll get you Leap of Faith. The boundaries of the simulation have no hold on you. We're off to the right again. And this is just a second way to do it if you are having too much trouble. There's the rat, so we can fill it in after we edit it. We want to take away his ground ability, but it's not a big deal if you don't. It'd just be easier for what we're planning to use him for. There he is. So you want to pick up the rat now that it has the teleport ability. Change to the hand, jump on our flying rock, and tell him to come over away from the tower. We've got to get down below there, and it can be a bit tricky to try and get the rock in there. So you want to lower. Ever so slowly. We want to get to this gap in the trees and tell them to go down here. We might fall off, but it's fine. Taking away its legs just to be on the safe side. You want to pick it up and you want to jump on your flying rock. Now there's two things we've got to do when we go up this way. One's we got to edit a rock, so we get to add another rock to our rock collection. Yay! And the other is to go up to this little gap. See, the trick is if the rock doesn't go through the gap, throw the mouse in. And then you can change the rock to teleport and teleport in. But I luckily could go in with the rock, so I didn't need to do that part. But at least you guys know, for if you can't get in there, just to throw the mouse or the space rat in there. So once we've gotten that, we can teleport. Once you open your map, you can go to the Sky Bastards location. You can get a few things here before we go do some other stuff, just to get them out of the way. So across here is a thing we can edit and get an ability from.
Why you still can. The gods claim.
A and B, and then FLT. Fall off the rock now. There's an audio log here.
And I see all those posters of the Rat Pack.
And we can edit these two whirly birds. Take their flight ability and their enemy status away.
First I think, oh, it's just playing. Frankie, he wants to show.
Don't forget to change it to true, so that way you know that you've done those ones.
Hey, don't get in games, man. I need your foreign influence.
Trying to get the map, sorry.
Point is,
It's hard to remember which one's the map.
we're 19.
We want to teleport to the desert plain.
Cannot process these extraordinary poisons.
Anyway, it's not what I thought. The psycho contract.
We want to head over this way.
The adoption.
Well, we're on the flying rock. You do need to be on the flying rock. Gonna get another intel that's hard to get.
Tagalong was always falling out of favor, refusing to take a hint.
Guys, it's Saxon. I found some vodka over here. I don't think I'm feeling it yet. But in my professional opinion, you two should totally get married.
You can see it's over where the finger of the hands are.
We have the cash. Maybe fantasy like the original.
Not my first choice, but make me lead designer. Stop trying to make friends with me. Or anyone.
Done. You may now fire Saxon. His eyes are making me feel unsafe.
That's another changelog for us. And that'll get you quality assurance. Hell hath no fury like a tester scorned. You just want to jump down. It's easier than flying down. And over this way is the pet we saw at the start of the game, the first demo, the Hellhound. So you want to make him our friend, and you want to take away his ability to move by ground and change it to flight, because you know it's more terrifying than a Hellhound? A flying Hellhound. Look at that. So yeah, I remembered about the 3 hive guys that I got attacked by, so I'm just going to check them real quickly to make sure that they actually are ones that I didn't miss. So bear with me for a second, because we got one last thing to go and get. Yep, he's on true, so I know I edited him. He's on true, so I know I edited him. And his buddy over here is on true. And that's how I know I edited all 3 of them. and I don't need to worry about them. I was going to fast travel to it, but I decided against it. We're pretty close anyway. Make sure not to fall down there, otherwise you're going to walk again, and that's not fun. We want to go in here. You should know this place all too well. We want to hit the elevator to bring it down, and then we're going to go up the elevator.
It's every room. I remember for one of these
I want to
hangings,
collect this last
remember the hat.
intel.
No. He or she will want to see the sky. I guess the player has always been this.
And then we can teleport.
This radiant blank. You know how it sounds. I think I started to regard you as my children. And I hope that somewhere out there, one of you felt the same.
Now we have one last thing to do for an achievement. Because we've collected everything, we've edited everything, and if you follow this guide you have too. So now we've got one last thing we need to do before we leave this world, and that is die. And now we're in ghost form. We need to walk around while we're in ghost form. I did die twice, so this is the second time, because the first time I accidentally refilled my thing, so I just cut out the second time, so I will pop mine a little bit earlier than you. But while we're in ghost form, you can see these purple arrows around, and these purple arrows actually point to where those logs are. See, we didn't need those because I knew where they were, but I wanted to point them out while we're in ghost form, and we have to walk around anyway because it's kind of cool. So yeah, while you're in ghost form, just walk around, and after a while your achievement will pop. It doesn't take too long, but it's the last achievement we have, because I had no need for us to go in ghost form at all. I had to do this at the end, just to get you that achievement. Even here at the hive mind location, there's another purple arrow. And this will get you Master Scout, embracing the null state. So now we can teleport, if you're lazy like me, to the sky stand. And then we can head to the exit. Now I'm going to show you something to do before we do this. So now you want to save it and return to the title. Going to be doing a little trick, so quit the game. This is to upload our save to the cloud. Launch any game. And once you're past the splash screen, quit the game and then relaunch Magic. This is so our save gets uploaded to the cloud, so that the trick that we can use to get both the achievements for the story and not have to replay twice work. So you want to hit continue, and then it's a very long, I'm not even going to say it's not, it's a very long loading screen. So I've actually cut to where mine is at done for you, and you want to hit X.
What? Hello? Did I just get killed? I'm in God mode. Monsters shouldn't see me. She said it out loud like a crazy woman. An IT guy. Oh, hey, an IT guy. Okay. Copy. A while? I could have you Remember Coda. He works here. Hourly. He's a fan like you. Yeah, thanks. How'd you make your colors do that? Also,
And this will get you an achievement for beating the Sky Boss, which we should have got when we killed her, but it's whatever. And then we hit A for yes.
finally back. Grand. Are you I don't have time to reboot here. I'll just shut down and finish the demo at E4. I have to get to the expo hall before everyone anyway, so...
Got a very long cutscenes coming up, so just be aware of that.
Okay, E4 is happening, and I am calm. I'm hours late, and I'm still the first one here. Of course. Come on. No, I do not wish to calibrate the motion control camera. This is the backstage machine. Yes. I need the audio so I can, think aloud. This is our demo machine. This is our fastest box. Any day now. You made it. Well done. You are the most hardcore fans on the forums. I risked giving you early access keys because we need to work fast. You know the plan. Think of the man Starfather used to be. Make the demo good enough to fool him. Good. Now sign off and get in line. I need you in your seats.
Coda! You did all this yourself? You might get us best of show. Hey, you know, in the script I've been calling the Messiah baby a son. Now I'm thinking, daughter. I'll see you at E4.
Yep, just drive fast, okay? I have to start letting the crowd in. Over here. Where is my phone? Hello? Hey, yes. Connect me to security at the keynote auditorium, please.
So, the God's little show is about making this world seem real, as long as you look but don't touch. But I know them. When they con that crowd out of yet more cash, they will get cold feet and start all over again. I'll be stuck here till the stars die. But if we can monkey wrench their demo from the inside, shame them in public, the crowd might demand a new boss. Hint, hint.
It's called a punchline.
Even a joke deserves an ending, right? Their big pitch to the press and all of their fans is on in 5. Oh,
Guests are to receive the VIP seats I specified. Press can sit with everyone else. Thank you. Okay, one last test. Ish and Maze walk down the hall, blah blah blah, applause. He asks Maze for her fake baby, and then I just hit this, and every fan in the crowd bears witness to the complete game that was stolen from them. Toggle, toggle. Okay, ready. Hey, no, what's... That IT guy is an idiot. No, why can't I move? Now it's moving on its own? Who's controlling this?
Coda, having some troubles?
The demo machine, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, dang, that's just crazy pants, Coda.
Did you try turning on the motion control camera?
Oh? You think it has to register the sword?
Kill the feed.
Fine. Maze, what did you do?
Now we can
The controls
edit
will
things.
respond.
So up on the blue world, if you want to collect them, you don't need them, is 2 more collectibles. And if you collected the one that I mentioned at the start of the game, that would be all of the audio logs. You don't need those though, so
On stage, but if the crowd sees that, I guarantee that this world gets shut down, and me with it. So
if you set groupthink, these guys will copy all the abilities and stuff that you set, so it saves you time. And then you can go to the baby, and we want to set the baby to flight. Give it a railgun. Parasite, and then attack the demo hero and Starfather. These ones should be locked, as you can see.
Turns out it's harder than it sounds. Let's get started, shall we? Meet a character. Hero, are you ready to make good our pact? Not but hours more, your child will pass beyond the stars and begin our training.
Sure, let's get this over with.
And let us make haste to your wife's chamber. Didn't know we were showing up combat. But that's how you know that we're unscripted here, ladies and gents. Hero. You should slay any more of those we encounter. There seem to be traitors in your midst, and we cannot risk the life of the babe. We arrive, hero. When this act is done, the world of the circle will never be the same. Are you ready?
Not really, but this is me, heroically walking.
Please, what the hell? Stop this!
What do you want me to do?
Stop laughing! Listen, this wasn't supposed to happen. This isn't my story. Stop it! Don't you understand this is not a comedy? This is my life's work. You don't care about any of this, do you? You're just here to leer at a train wreck. Who did this?
I saw that whole thing from the baby's eye view. I haven't laughed in 15 years. Thank you.
Now we can kill the feed by holding A.
Coda, you? So that's what a god's last breath sounds
And that'll
like.
get you a
SOB
cool
has
story,
some
bro.
words on him. His kind have always been scared.
That's for
of you,
skipping the
boss.
cutscene.
Couldn't accept that this world was never about him. Don't let him shake you. He's wanted to make that speech for years. Quitting was the only real decision he ever made.
Hear this, Coda. How do I turn on the... Hear this, Coda, and your so-called fan community. As of now, the Magic Circle is open source. Anyone who wishes to contribute to its development may enter and do so.
You can come down here. Look, they didn't load in everything because the tunnel as a whole. I thought I'd mention that because it's quite interesting. Even down here, the assets are just your basic. There's no actual space station anymore.
So, unless one of you generates a playable experience by then and sells that game for enough to pay that bill, it all goes dark, kids. The first person to ship a game wins and will retain creative approval on all future titles. See, there's always a sequel. You will, in effect, have my job. I would say have fun with that, but I think you've had quite enough. Coda, all yours. Let them in!
He did it. He quit the world. I'm the closest thing he'll ever have to a kid, and he never knew I was a... What's that?
Welcome. Welcome, friends, to the Magic Circle.
Wanted to get a wide view so you can see what happens.
May seem daunting at first, but a short timeline was always part of our playbook on the forums. We have our own script, we have a focused feature set, and a massive team. Together, we can do this. I know the tools. Let me guide you to the full realization of our vision before we have to pay that bill. No! No, don't you see? We've already won! There's no contest. You don't have to compete. That's what he wants! Can't you see? Damn it, stop playing around! You don't understand. It's not just a game anymore! It's not just a game!
Boss, you heard him. At least some piece of this world has to get finished and sent out in order for me to escape. And these freaks, didn't trust them to finish a sentence. Gotta be you.
When he says that, you want to hit the window button and then return to title.
Well,
This will get us the achievement, and we want to go to manage game and options quickly, and then we want to go to save data. Then you want to click on it, delete from console only, delete from console only. Make sure you only delete it from the console. Then you want to relaunch the game. Because we got the two missables. That's what they were both the achievements we would have missed it and had to do another playthrough for, because we have to do it a certain way 2 times. So now you want to hit continue, and again I've skipped the loading screen for you because this game takes a while to load. Now that we've loaded back in, we can get to do this fun little section again.
Oh, hey. Nice you go. Okay. A while? I could have you Remember Coda. He works here. Hourly. He's a fan like you. Yeah, thanks. How'd you make your colors do that? Also, why?
Then we want to hit A again.
Finally back. Grand. Are you? I don't have time to reboot here. I'll just shut down and finish the demo at E4. I have to get to the expo hall before everyone anyway, so...
This time we don't have to rush, so we can have a little bit of fun when we get to editing.
Okay, E4 is happening, and I am calm. I'm hours late, and I'm still the first one here. Of course. Come on. No, I do not wish to calibrate the motion control camera. This is the backstage machine. Yes. I need the audio, so I can, think aloud. This is our demo machine. This is our fastest box. Any day now. You made it. Well done. You were the most hardcore fans on the forums. I risked giving you early access keys because we need to work fast. You know the plan. Think of the man Starfather used to be. Make the demo good enough to fool him. Good. Now sign off and get in line. I need you in your seats.
Koga! You did all this yourself? You might get us best of show. Hey, you know, in the script I've been calling the Messiah maybe a son. Now I'm thinking, daughter. I'll see you at E4.
Yep, just drive fast, okay? I have to start letting the crowd in. Over here. Where is my phone? Hello? Hey, yes. Connect me to security in the auditorium, please.
So, the God's Little Show is about making this world seem real, as long as you look but don't touch. But I know them. When they con that crowd out of yet more cash, they will get cold feet and start all over again. They'll be stuck here till the stars die. But if we can monkey wrench their demo from the inside, shame them in public, the crowd might demand a new boss. Hint, hint. Even a joke deserves an ending, right? Their big pitch to the press and all of their fans is on in 5.
Guests are to receive the VIP seats I specified. Price consent for rooms. Thank you. Okay, one last test. Ish and Maze walk down the hall, blah blah blah, applause. He asks Maze for her fake baby, and then I just hit this. And every fan in the crowd bears witness to the complete game that was stolen from them. Toggle, toggle. Okay, ready. Hey, no, what's... That IT guy is an idiot. No, why can't I move? Now it's moving on its own? Who's controlling this?
Koga, having some troubles.
While you wait for the conversation, have a look at this sword. I think this was the one that was taken from us at the start.
Just crazy pants. Koda, did you try turning on the motion?
And they added color and stuff to it.
You think it has to register the sword? Fine. Maze, what did
Kill
you do?
the feed,
Respond.
and now we can edit.
Not you, boss. A fake hero walking through a castle to meet his royal baby. The intern wants her lady boss to murder that baby live on stage. But if the crowd sees that, I guarantee that this world gets shut down, and me with it. So I'm gonna hide out in that baby's head to make sure it survives. You've come this far to help me. You'll find another way to bring the house down, right?
Oh, hello. E4 crowd. Hello, nemesis. Again. After these shows, one of you always asks, what is the magic circle? It's an old idea. You draw a line around any given space, or around it. And inside it, we agree on new rules of behavior. In front of it. The result we call the game. Turns out it's harder than it sounds. I know how long you've waited.
Now we can edit the baby.
It's the text adventure. Everything ends. Even Starfire.
I want flight,
You like that?
railgun,
He's got an old man's ego. But it's true. It's not
parasite.
enough legacy.
Make the enemies the demo hero and Starfather.
I was convinced I couldn't give up the magic circle to create a game. How could anyone understand it like I do? Until I met connoisseurs. How you know it? Honestly, I wasn't expecting
Had the time, so I merged in a couple to make them fly instead.
this game. Thanks to her, your long wait is over. Let's
There we
get
go.
started, shall we? Akira. Akira, are you ready? Not when I was born, your child has beyond stars.
These things here, don't forget, they're not part of the collectibles you need. But for now, I'm just going to try and find a spot where I can put the camera away while we focus on the left screen. So don't mind me. There we go.
Not really, but this is me, heroically walking.
At this point, by the way, if you want, you can go and get a drink. I quite literally did. Because we have to listen to Starfire this entire conversation, and he drones on for a long time.
I saw that whole thing from the baby's eye view. I haven't laughed in 15 years. Thank you.
Coda, you? Why kill my baby other than to hurt me?
I told you, your work is the great love of my life. I love it so much, I'm going to save it from you.
Okay, Coda, that's enough.
Call security? They think this is all just another PR stunt. But please, allow me.
Coda? Are you threatening me with a toy laser beam?
This is not a toy. This is a limited edition, molded resin Securitron figurine with inbuilt laser sight. You gave it to me when I was 6. Don't remember? Best day of my life, till now. You handed one to each of us after we waited in line for days to see the Magic Circle's first gameplay demo. You know, the one set in space, which no one ever got to play. Incidentally, many of those same people waited in line to be here today. As you said, the object I'm aiming at your heart is just a novelty collectible. But Ish, look. It's dark out there, in the crowd. How much are you willing to bet that all your fans are so harmless?
Coda, the old man is scared of you now. Happy? Make your demands.
This is an open letter from all of us. Lord Starfather, we will always love and remember you. We will take care to do your character justice. Ishmael Gilder, you failed us for 20 years. We have access to your sequel script, and right now, there exist 6 superior works of fan fiction. We now do a better job of writing like classic you than you do. We want the Magic Circle made public domain. Let us finish the game and release it for free. We are your fans. For 20 years we supported you. We believed in you. And we deserved better. Now get the fuck out of our way.
I see. At last the player has spoken. Very well. The second I step off this stage, the Magic Circle is yours. All of you. Maze, Coda, and you. Yes, you. Whoever you are behind that screen, I know what you are now. You are control itself. You are that which plays us all. I can feel you there, hovering over the button to silence me forever. And why? Because we convinced you of your God-given right to do it. Well, what are you waiting for? Staying here means listening to an old man shout doom. And don't you need to get back to your story? Bullshit. I dare you. No? Well, then call this your moment of clarity. Because control is your opiate, my friend. And we got you hooked. Strung you out on the stuff for your entire waking lives. Maybe you think it matters what you play. No! Be it the gritty reboot of Cops and Robbers, or the pansexual mystery hour, it was we who offered it a guilt-free alternative to all the gray and fathomless contours of the real goddamn world. Oh, we tell ourselves we're letting you seek meaning on your terms, via the sublime grammar of experience. For decades we shouted games, goddammit! When the soul speaks, it is not stated, it is lived! But in truth, we just want an excuse to peddle a tame reality, a universe you can bring to heel. We tell you that, yes, you are the chosen one. Yes, you can achieve a perfect ratio of wins to losses. Yes, any problem of any scale can be solved with enough cash, time, energy. Any imbalance of power can be ushered into final equilibrium. And above all that, the world needs you to do it. You! To shepherd us to that ideal and optimal and ultimate endgame. The win, which justifies all you have lost to reach it. Even now, you don't see me. All you see is the latest time trial, the next puzzle challenge, the final boss. But it was I who tempted you to take control, and now you have. So I lost the right to be shocked when over 20 years I announced some trivial change to my life's work, and you sent death threats to my door. What right do I have to cry foul now, when you rise up as one to simply solve me? So what now? Should I say you win? Congratulations? When at last you push that goddamn button and seize control of my story, someone will sell you the next. The time we've stolen will never be recovered. That void in you, which was meant to contain your life on Earth, remains. And that's it. It's over. They've all filed out. It's just you, me, and the invisible wall. Well then, you're in charge now. Push the button. Fill in the blanks. What do I do next? Push the button. Tell us how it all ends. Push the button. Come on, this is euthanasia now. Just hit that goddamn button. You want me to beg? Fine. I beg you, don't make me stand here alone, floating in this loveless vacuum, wondering when the final tether will snap. Please. Please. Just push the damn button. Push the button! Push the button.
So now we can hit the A button to kill the feed after watching that entire thing, or not. But that'll give us the other admissible achievement, Starfather. We've got enough of his dialogue to make a mixtape. And now we have another section where we will be waiting out things, but before we do, as soon as you load in, hit the menu button.
Don't let him shake you.
The burger button, as I like to call it.
Quitting was the only real decision he ever made.
So when you hit it, this should be your stats when I get to it, right here, and this will get you fully utilized. It's because we've done everything, and this is the first instance we get to actually open this menu. So now again, we've got to wait out this cutscene, and we don't want to hit anything, we want to just let it play. So it's not very long at least, but if you need another drink or something, you know, now's your chance.
But before I go, I have a new game for you. The rules are easy to learn, for they are an exact mirror of reality. The electric bill strikes in less than 1 week from today. It pays for those servers, without which our tools just don't work. So, unless one of you generates a playable experience by then, and sells that game for enough to pay that bill, it all goes dark, kids. The first person to ship a game wins, and will retain creative approval on all future titles. See, there's always a sequel. You will, in effect, have my job. I would say have fun with that, but I think you've had quite enough. Coda, all yours. Let them in!
He did it. He quit the world. I'm the closest thing he'll ever have to a kid, and he never knew I was a... What's that?
Welcome. Welcome, friends, to the Magic Circle. Now, I know Starfather's conditions may seem daunting at first, but a short timeline was always part of our playbook on the forums. We have our own script, we have a focused feature set, and a massive team. Together, we can do this. I know the tools. Let me guide you to the full realization of our vision before we have to pay that bill. No! No, don't you see? We've already won! There's no contest. You don't have to compete. That's what he wants! Can't you see? Damn it, stop playing around! You don't understand. It's not just a game anymore! It's not just a
Boss, you heard him. At least some piece of this world has to get finished and sent out in order for me to escape. And these freaks wouldn't trust them to finish a sentence. Gotta be you. Get out of here. Find a safe place to build. I'm going back to where we met. Find me there. There's only one way out. Shut it all down.
Again, do nothing. And there we go. He does it for us, which gives us the other missable achievement.
Well, with all that going on in the overworld, this is the only safe place left. So, you know I want out. But I also wanted you to build something of your own, which meant going elbow deep in the guts of the cosmos and figuring it all out for yourself, without much help from me. And after seeing the handiwork of the old gods, can you blame me? The creation game needs new blood. Well, enough talk. Let's see what you got.
So go creator tools, and so this is to show you that my map is a 10 out of 10. It'll get you Magnus Opus. So firstly we want to start by putting this sci-fi one. It's the smallest one possible to put, and that's why I like it. You put 2 of these straight ahead, and then you get this big one. You put 1 of those, and then you rinse and repeat till you run out of spaces. The 2 of those, and then the big one. Two of those again, and then the big one. And then 1 more of the small building, because we can't put 2. As you can see, it's just a nice straight line. So I'll cut to the map being done, and I'll show you through the map, so that way you know what to place where, and I'll even go into the editing so you can see what to edit and stuff. You don't have to copy mine exactly, but This will give you 10 out of 10, so as you can see, it's just a straight shot map, so it's nice and simple. So anyway, we'll start with the Cyber Rat, and we want to edit him. As you can see, he is an ally. Over here is some music. You place that at the start, and then treasure. You put the treasure just on the edges, so that way it's actually haunted. There's a guard here. He has fire burst, and then over here we have a story element. So you place a story, and we have the Mushroom Wizard. He is an enemy and has the repulsor. There's health right there, and more music for them to cross into. Here there is nothing, but there is 2 Cybertrons. One's the demo heroes, and one's for the Cyber Rat and the demo hero, because we're trying to kill the Cyber Rat. You might only need 1, but I always happen to have a bit of trouble, so I place 2. There's music there, and before there was treasure and health. There's treasure and corpses here. These are just regular corpses. And then on the left here's another story. And then here's a rock that I've added flight and another music and health placed right here. Nothing in this room. There's a Hellhound here. He hasn't been edited. And as you see, health and treasure. If you put the treasures where, like I have, there's music as well there. And another Cyber Rat. If you put the treasure like I have, it counts as being found still. It's just going to be right on the edge sort of thing, still in the room but not too far. It's that way to keep him from having to go fully into the room and losing interest. There's 2 door bots in this room and more music. Then there's, you can probably get rid of that. There's a treasure there, but he goes back for it, so I would probably get rid of it. The Securitron there, and the last bit of story. And more music, and then we have the Howler, 2 health bars, another Howler, some treasure, and then it's very hidden because of the light, so I'll have to go over there. But I've made a rat, and this rat has the float ability, so that way he can't move at all, because we want him just near the end of the exit. And so this is the map and everything, so now that you see it, you'll be able to pause on these stats and stuff. That's why I opened them and stuff. But you go finalize, and then we can maximize, and you can watch your results might vary. But this is why we put the repulsor on the mushroom. It does no damage. That one I had to put in a bit more because he complains otherwise. Again, this rock has the repulsor.
It's actually worth my time.
And as you'll see, he'll go back for that other treasure chest that I mentioned that you could probably delete. He gets full board, but it doesn't matter because I still got 10, so it's still at a 10 out of 10 out map. But yeah, you could probably get rid of that treasure if you want. That's the one I pointed out.
I just wanted a moment to breathe, boss, not to start snoring.
But as you can see, we got a 10 out of 10, so we can ship it. And I call it Sudden Space.
Okay, it's time. Little late to come clean, but I guess this is hello. I said I need to escape, but you probably know by now that my jail ain't made of bricks. Fact is, boss, I got a need for the new. Can't help it. You think it's just these gods who fell short? Nah. They're all adding bells and whistles to the same damn machine. So I wanted you to play God for a day, but not out of some great kindness of spirit. It's 'cause there's a 1,000,000,000 chance that maybe now fun ain't enough. Maybe now you want a world all your own, enough to carve it by hand. And maybe in your story, I won't see the end coming. Anyways, you got the fire now. Lead the way already. Oh, and boss, hope you got a plan B.
And with that, the computer is now ours, and we can answer the call to Maze. This will also get us an achievement, so we've only got one last achievement left. This is the placeholder achievement. I absolutely love the fact they included a placeholder achievement. It is the actual achievement that you would see as a dev, and I think it's fantastic they did that. And now we've got the computer to ourselves, and we can hit new game. Now, if you don't want to lose your game, once you hit new game to get this achievement, an act of love, you can delete your local save, not everything, just like we did for the previous one. But hit yes on new game. Yes again. And this will start us a new game. Hit new game, and upon it starting to load, it will give us the A Lot of Love achievement and your 1000 Gs. Congratulations, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.